It's July 17th, 2022. It's a Sunday. I vowed I was taking today off, but because I've been spending about a week working on my garage, I haven't seen my girls in a while, so I couldn't stand it. I thought I need to come out here and at least poke around a little bit. I don't have anything major in mind to accomplish. Just check on some status and progress. And that's good because it's 33 degrees C out here. The Humidex has driven that to 40 C. And a Humidex, a real feels like temperature of 40 C for a Canadian, that's really hot. We don't handle that very well. It seemed like it was only yesterday I was running out here in knee-deep snow and braving the cold wind in a Colorado low to check on my hives. And now today, the wax is melting off of my beehives. It's really quite remarkably hot out here. I know you can't tell on the video, but it's hot. Not very often I wear a sun hat. And that's about all I have because I don't wear a hat very often. It's kind of a nice hat because it's vented. What I might do is, regarding my grafting process here, I alluded in a previous video that I was going to try something different, and I never have. I would really like to get another round of cells, maybe two, because that puts them emerging just in the early days of August. And I thought maybe I could use my cell finisher for this, because what I need for this is a strong queen right colony for a cell builder finisher. It's the process uses the same colony for starting and finishing the cells, and I'll go into it when I do it, not really right now. It's Thursday, the 21st of July, 2022. It's been one of those weeks. I'm sorry I haven't been updating every day. I'm really extremely tired, and this last couple of weeks have just been a whole bunch of little catch-up things, many of which were not related to beekeeping. It's kind of July. There's usually a week or so in July that I get to take care of the rest of my life in the summer. I can't do much in the winter outdoors and some of the outdoor projects and repairing buildings, etc. And in July, I can usually steal a week or two to catch up on some of those projects, and that's exactly what I've been doing. I haven't been doing much in the apiary. I haven't been doing much queen rearing wise. Of course, I'm always keeping up with things like mated queens or virgin queens that need to be put into the mating nukes, and adding honey supers. I had to go and shake down and add honey supers to my out yard, and well, also here in the main yard. You've seen that in a different video that I've already done. And this week, one of the only things I really did this week besides all that was I've gone a little different direction with my self starter, my cell finisher. I've actually been ignoring the self starter since it swarmed. I kind of rebuilt it, but I'm not doing anything with it right now. Maybe I should have grafted into it today, but what I did was I decided to take a page out of a friend's book. She's been pretty successful with her method of grafting and queen and cell builders. So I grilled her on what she was doing. She seemed to be having pretty good success, better success than I've been having. And so what she does is she goes in there and she finds the queen and takes the queen out and puts her in a nuke. And that queen is in that nuke right now with a frame of brood and some bees. And 4 days after I did that, I went through this hive. I destroyed any queen cells that were started in there, and there weren't really very many, but there were some, so I got rid of them. I grafted 45 cells, so that's 3 bars, and I put that in the bottom box here. And there's a little bit of open brood. There's a nice frame of bee bread that I found. I put right beside my graft frame. This is a very strong colony. Queenie is still in here in the nuke, and the instructions are tomorrow, 24 hours later, I'll come and look at that frame and I should be able to see what they've started on that frame. But I want to move that frame then up, maybe up to this box, put my queen excluder back in, and put my queen back in. So that's what's going on tomorrow. That's what happened today, and that's what's going on tomorrow. And that's about it. That's about it in the apiary. I looked through the colonies here in this apiary today. Some of them kind of could stand supers, some of them needed supers, most of them really didn't. So I'm not really sure what's going on with the honey flow. This is such a messed up year that I can't use any normalcy with my expectations. I hope the honey flow is not over, because I've only got a box or two of honey on each colony. I should have at least 3. I should have between 3 and 4 boxes on each colony here, and boxes is a deep 10 frame. It's about 5:30 in the evening, and looking for something constructive but kind of fun and easy to do. So I'm going to look at some of these little nukes. These are nukes that we made not long ago, and I introduced mated queens to these nukes. So what I need to do is I need to see, A, are they laying, and B, I need to check my resource hives and see if there's any resources there that I can skim off and then put into these nukes. And by resources I mean sealed brood. And these are the resource hives. I was in these a couple days ago, and you can see that I've actually doubled a couple of them. I wasn't in a position to deal with their excess at that point, so I actually just put some supers, 4-frame supers, on some of these nukes because they were actually producing pretty well. And so those are probably going to be my victims of choice for donating brood. And so I just need to go through them, see if there's any brood I can steal, and then over into the little nukes that I created, because we need to get those built up for winter. I want to give them a little bit of a build up here though, so they have the bees in order to raise more brood. See, there's that one too. So I think I'll take one of these. I'm not going to take the bees though. So we'll just shake the bees off of that. I did actually check this one earlier, and it has a laying queen. Oh, do they ever. They're pretty well packed out here, it looks like. So what I'm going to do is, this needs to be transferred to a 6-frame box anyway. I'm going to quickly get a 6-frame slotted in here and then just transfer that. Let's move this over here. Oh, put my new box here. Okay, we're good there. I'll transfer this, so I'll put that nice drawn frame right there, and that'll make a really nice 6-frame nuke. There we go. And I got this queen from a friend, so I'm going to mark it as such, and this is a 22. So that's going to stay in there until spring. Today I have a colony here that attempted to requeen and was unsuccessful. So my plan is, this is actually a fairly strong colony, and the plan is to bust it up into a couple of pro nukes, and then I'll leave the remnant here as well, and then get some mated queens from my grafting project and cage them up, put them in the pro nukes, put them in the remnant here in the location where they should be. I'm going to make at least 2 pro nukes. So again, this will be 2 nukes that I'll close up in my building for a couple of days, so the bees orient, or de-orient, I don't know how you call that, what you call that, reset. It's the honeybee reset. I've been using my gripper today. I really enjoy it. It works really well, especially getting that first frame. Look at this nice frame of honey right there, first thing. I'm just going to take these 5 and 5 because there's 10 frames and there's room for 10 frames. Okay, so there's nice strong nukes. They'll do well. And I'll just put this nuke right in this bigger box. She's laying well. Some nice brood going there. She does have a ways to go, but she's going to inherit a lot of friends here. So there's quite a few in here, and all those forages that are out today, they're all going to come home and to a new mama. Well, they didn't have a mama before, so I think they'll be pretty happy to see her. They usually are when they're queenless. They've got a little bit of brood now. That brood pheromone is good to stave off the laying worker stage. Okay, I've got a brand new story frame for them. Not a brand, it's a used story frame, but it's a story frame no less. Brood on this one. Yeah, been laying that up. Got a bit of honey at the top of this one. It's a bit fat. That's okay. See this in here. This one in there. Okay, so she's got lots of room to play here once she gets out of jail. Maybe you can see when I put the queen here. Now the bees here are her own bees, so they should take to her just fine. Oh, there she is. Oh, there she is. Oh, she's in jail. What are we going to do about that? The answer's over in this end. So hopefully that positive excitement will carry over to the foragers that have yet to meet her. Just going to stick this down in here a little bit. And it won't take them long to eat that candy. I'll give her a while. I'll likely give her a week. So maybe I'll come back here next weekend, since today's Friday. Today is a report card day from my latest graft. I grafted 45 cells into this bottom box yesterday. So let's see what we have. What do I have? I have so I'll do a follow-up later on. See how those made out.